Alrighty then, let's see if we got things going here. Alright. Hey everyone, how you all doing on this, I guess it's a Thursday? Pretty sure it's a Thursday. I'm so turned around on what days they are. How you doing, Way of Games? And how you doing, Eliza? And how you doing, Falxifer? Hey, Horror Guru, I was in the middle of watching the tag-along. Nice, nice. How was that going for you? I'm waiting for a call and I have an interview tomorrow. Oh man, good luck with that. Hopefully the interview goes well. I just saw the trailer for The Nun 2 and all I wonder is James Wan must really like Michael Chavez because this is the third Conjuring in a row he gets. Yeah, I imagine as much. I haven't watched the trailer yet. To be honest, I was only kind of so-so on the original Nun, so we'll see. Hey, Kevin L. I've been loving these laid videos. I'm assuming you mean laid back videos? Unless there's a different type of laid video you're referring to. Hello, Guru. Save us from boredom. I will do my best, Raven. Bill Germer asks, hey, Guru, Jason or Michael Myers? I think in terms of killers, I probably like Jason more than Michael, but the best Michael movies I like better than the best Jason movies, if that makes sense. What are your thoughts on Shock 'em Dead? It's cheesy, but it's fun. Welcome, Python. I'm glad you were able to finally catch one. Hello, Flowery Days. How are you doing? I don't mind it. I have not seen this series before. Have you seen it? It's a Taiwanese horror series. I have not, actually. Hello, just responded to a hair and makeup job. I could use a blessing from the Horror Guru that I got a job. Well, I am sending you all of the blessings. Here is hoping that you get that job and that you kick its ass and that it goes well for you. I believe in you. Laid back? Yeah, that's what I assumed you meant. Hey, Anastasios, how you doing? I'm also waiting for the Aliens XCOM game to download. Here's hoping it downloads fast and you have a good time. Michael Chavez is the same dude who directed The Curse of La Llorona and The Conjuring 3, so frankly, I'm skeptical. Yeah, I was not a big fan of The Conjuring 3, so put me in that skeptical camp too. That being said, there's a lot of really cool visual stuff in The Conjuring 3. It's mainly the plot that kind of annoys the shit out of me, but I don't know. We'll see. The Nun is also like one of those religious horror movies, so it might also have the same problems I had with The Conjuring 3. Michael Myers is awesome, same as Jason. Correct. You really can't go wrong with either. Unless it's like Halloween Resurrection, in which case it can go really wrong. What is your favorite revenge film? Oh, that's a good question. Like if we're talking like pure revenge, you have murdered my family and therefore I must come and revenge and come and get you, or something to that effect. Probably Old Boy. Old Boy might be my favorite of all the revenge films ever made. I'm playing the Dead by Daylight dating game and I'm so into it. I honestly think I would probably enjoy that dating game more than normal Dead by Daylight. I always tried to get into Dead by Daylight, but it just never worked out for me. That game just... Something about the way it plays is just not my playing style. Isn't Late a James song? It might be. Depends on the James. Also, this Booster Course 5 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's release date just announced. Nice. The whole Korean Revenge trilogy is great. Yes. Mr. Vengeance, Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, and oh no, it's Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance and then Lady Vengeance and oh boy. Though I think Lady Vengeance is technically the third in that trilogy, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, all three of those movies fucking rock. Another revenge movie that's also Korean that I really fucking enjoy is I Saw the Devil. That is another fantastic Korean revenge film. Hey, I finally caught you live. Hey, Horror Geek. How you doing, man? If you out there have not started following the Horror Geek on either social media or on their YouTube channel, go check them out, because if you like my content, you are going to fucking adore the Horror Geek's content. Guru, have you ever visited the real sites that movies are based on? I ask because I live near the Amityville and Poltergeist houses. Yes, actually, when I went to go visit my girlfriend in Cleveland not too long ago, we actually took a drive out to the cemetery where Night of the Living Dead took place. And then we went from there to the mall where Dawn of the Dead took place, the original Dawn of the Dead. And yeah, so I have visited some real life sites. Also, I grew up in the Sonoma area of California, which is basically where Scream was filmed. So yeah, it's also not that far from where The Birds takes place, though technically The Birds was shot somewhere else. But the lighthouse from The Fog is also not that far from where I grew up either. I'm great, man. Love seeing you live. Oh, thank you, man. I'm always nervous as shit doing these live things, but they seem to turn out well, so I'm going to keep doing them as long as people like to watch them. Like, do you think my origin for Michael Myers I told you about on the last stream would fit in both canons of both Halloween or Resident Evil? I mean, I suppose it would. It would be very funky, but I suppose it could. I used to live in New Jersey, not that far from the summer camp where Friday the 13th Part 1 was filmed. That's nice. Awesome. When you visited LA, did you go to the Myers house? I actually have not been to the Myers house. I should try to check that out. My parents live pretty close to the TCM remake house. Nice, nice. Yeah, I also have the introvert problem. It's also why these lives never last longer than like an hour and a half. That's about like my peak limit for talking in any given time. Talking longer than that, I get tired, my voice gets coarse, I run out of things to say, and I just want to take a nap. Have you seen the Canadian horror show Slasher? Are you talking about the movie Slashers, which is a Canadian horror movie about like a reality show where a bunch of slashers all come at the contestants like it's a wrestling match or something? Because I have seen that movie. If it's a different movie called the Canadian horror show Slasher, I have not. Oh, wait, hold on. The actual show just called Slasher? I realize I might have just completely been an idiot. If you mean the show Slasher, I've seen some episodes but not watched a whole season. Oh, man. What a doofus I must have looked like there. I'm from the part of New York that says everything's haunted to get tourism. There's a lot of places in San Francisco that are like that too, so I know what that's like. Are you a fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Yes, but I'm a fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 the same way I'm a big fan of like Troll 2. It's a mess of a film that is not particularly great, but goddamn if it's not entertaining in its badness. We joke that I go live for like 3 hours once a month and it takes me 3 weeks to recover. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's a show. It's an anthology better than American Horror Story. Each season is a different slasher. Yeah, and I think like there was one season recently that had like David Cronenberg on it. I watched a couple episodes of that season. I've just never fully committed to watching a whole season of that show, and I really should. Who's your favorite Scream Queen? Probably Danielle Harris. I adore her in everything she shows up in. I'm so happy. I'm such a lucky boy. I can't wait to go home. I hope you enjoy going home. The closest I got to seeing anything Halloween related on my trip to LA was seeing a wax figure of Michael Myers at the Hollywood Wax Museum. Nice, nice. Rob Zombie is great for when you need a bad acid trip or old school monsters, apparently. Yes. I actually like his acid trip style movies like Lords of Salem. I tend to really enjoy that. Is there any horror film that you thought was good but never want to see again because it was too depressing or disturbing? Oh, man. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm the guy who's watched a Serbian film multitudes of times, so it's really hard for a movie to reach that point where I never want to watch it again, even though I thought it was good, because it was too depressing. Probably the closest movie I could think of recently that I watched where I don't really need to watch it again, but it was really good and really intense. Speak No Evil. It came out like last year. About this family who meets this other family on vacation, and then they get real close, but then the main family is like really bad at ever saying no to the other family, and things get worse and worse until eventually like their kids' tongues get cut out and get taken away from them, all because they never said no. That movie was really fucking good, and really depressing, but I don't know if I ever need to watch it again. Which is funny because I think they're trying to remake it now, and I don't know if there's any point to that because half of that movie's in English anyway. The season with Cronenberg was season 4, subtitled Flesh and Blood. The newest season is called Ripper, about a copycat Jack the Ripper in old-time Toronto. Cool. Nice. Also, the fact that when I was in Hollywood Boulevard, where the Chinese theater was the premiere of Nope. Oh, cool. Nice. What's up, Guru? Love seeing you started doing lives. I'm doing pretty well, Ghost Pirate. How are you doing? And I'm glad that you enjoy the lives. Guru, did you watch the Spanish movie The Platform? No! I still need to watch that. It's on Netflix, right? It came out, and I was originally going to watch it and do a vlog on it, but like so much shit happened around the time it came out that I completely forgot to actually sit down and watch it. But yeah, I do need to watch The Platform. I just haven't done it yet. There's like a sequel to that coming out soon, isn't there? I feel like I heard something about a Platform 2 coming out, so I should really catch up. The only reason I can't 100% a rewatch of the Serbian film is the newborn scene. Yeah, fair. Fair. Completely fair. I've watched a number of Japanese horror movies that are disturbing but at the same time funny. Like the, like hair extensions. Yeah. Yeah. I fucking love that entire subgenre of, I guess you would call them Japanese exploitation films, like Machine Girl and God, what is it? The one where people, they cut off their limbs and they turn into weapons when they cut off the limbs. I'm completely spacing out on the goddamn name of that movie. Something with gore in it. I love that entire subgenre of Japanese movie. Also, you can't go wrong with like a Takashi Miike film like Ichi the Killer. That shit's fucked up. It pissed me off that there wasn't a wax figure of Freddy Krueger in the wax museum. Oh, that's unfortunate. Tokyo Gore Police. Thank you. Thank you, Dinosaur Satan. That is the movie I was thinking of. There you go. Tokyo Gore Police, ask for it by name. You'll know you're watching the right movie if like a lady with a crocodile vagina comes at you. Also, for those of you in the chat that were talking about a Serbian film being so fucked up it's funny, yeah, it is for me too. Darkest comedy I've ever seen. Deadstream needs a sequel. I agree. Deadstream would be totally the perfect movie to do some sort of like fucked up sequel to. They also had a wax figure of Chucky and Tiffany, but it looked terrible. Oh, that's too bad. You'd think Chucky and Tiffany would be perfect for a wax figure, considering that they're made of plastic anyway. My girlfriend actually has a full-scale Chucky doll, and her kid has this habit of like hiding his toy weapons in the Chucky's outfit, so Chucky will not only mysteriously move locations when you're not looking because he'll play with the doll, it'll all of a sudden be like in the kitchen with like a gun in like his overalls. And you'll just be like, oh shit, Chucky's become sentient. My darkest comedy was Green Inferno. Hell yeah. I love the Green Inferno. That movie is so fucked up, it's hilarious. That is a category in and of itself. There's movies that are so bad they're funny, and then there's movies that are good, but they're so fucked up they're funny. Maybe I should do a top 10 so fucked up they're funny movies. That'll really... The algorithm will love that. The kid's a keeper? Yeah, he really is. I know so many people with doll phobias who would lose it. Yes. Hey, Jim, how you doing? I'm doing okay myself right now. I sat down this morning to edit some more of a Blood Splattered Cinema episode. I edited for like about an hour and a half before I just had trouble focusing. And I was just like, well, I could go work out. I could go do some shopping that I need to do. Or I could stream for an hour and then do those things afterwards and then come back and see if I can edit into the night. Because for some reason, editing at night just seems like it works better for me sometimes. But also sometimes editing during the day, it's weird. My head is just, it's a goddamn mess sometimes. What made you decide to start streaming on YouTube? I'll be completely and 100% honest. I started streaming on YouTube because I am looking for new ways in order to promote the channel, promote new videos, and gain revenue, because it is entirely possible within the next year or two, the living situation is going to change and I'm going to need to be making more money. So streaming and potentially getting super chats, or at the very least having people come back to my channel and watch the streams and put some ads on the streams, is one avenue that I can do to add more content to my channel and hopefully get more revenue. I know that's a very cold and calculated reasoning, but it's my life right now. It's my girlfriend that actually has the Chucky doll, and it's normal good guy doll Chucky pre getting all stitched up. It's like a Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 Chucky, not Bride of Chucky Chucky. Yeah, Red Cat. I think that's what it really comes down to. I edit best at any point in time in which I can focus and things are quiet. And sometimes it varies. Sometimes night is quieter because, there's less people outside. People inside are doing less things. But sometimes the morning is quieter because people haven't started their day yet. So I guess it just really depends. I'm figuring some crap out with my late mom's manufactured home. I'm hoping once that goes through, I can make a decent donation, or at least more than I could now. You do what you need to do. Like people that have the means and wanna, donate to the Patreon or donate to the stream or any sort of support in that nature, they'll do it when they can. You don't have to go out of your way to do it if you do not have the means. But it's always appreciated, everyone that wants to help out. Why don't you start doing some movie streams? That way you don't have to talk that much either, and we can all just watch a movie. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. We'd have to negotiate it to where everyone presses play at the same time, because I am not going to lose this YouTube channel by trying to stream a movie on this on YouTube. That's just not going to work. I will get copyright hit to oblivion. It added a lot more revenue to my channel when I started streaming a few months ago. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I've heard some people say that streaming helped their channel out, so I can do that. The hard part is finding the appropriate times to stream, because there's 3 of us here and it's not a very large apartment. So finding time to where I can stream without like stepping on the toes of Jack wanting to stream, or stepping on the toes of someone wanting to watch a movie or something. It's hard to find the right balance. Cause like right here, next to this bookshelf that's right here is the TV for the main living room. So if anyone wants to sit down and like watch a movie or a TV show, this microphone's going to pick up all of that. Aren't there free movies on YouTube? Maybe. I haven't tried that out. That might work. Yeah. Heading out to get my critters, aka daughters, out of the house. Well, good luck, W. Stein. And I hope you and your daughters have a wonderful day. Another one based on the Last of Us game, where they have done mazes based on video games in past ones, like on Resident Evil in 2013. Cool. Yeah, it is tricky to figure out what days and times work for streaming, because you're having to balance like when people are like off work and willing to sit down and watch a stream. Some people, will watch streams at work too, so there's that. Yeah. I know that like streaming like at like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, like I'm doing right now, is not the most ideal, but I had a quiet moment where it was just me. So I was like, why not? Why not stream? I can't focus on the editing right now for whatever reason, because my head's going fucking a mile a minute, so might as well focus on something that's productive. I'm talking about Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. Oh, nice. I've been to that a couple years. That's always a good time. It feels like you're at like adult Disneyland at Halloween Horror Nights. Western guy with Vedic eyes. I think I know who that is. Is that you, Yogi? Is that you? Have you come to bless this stream? Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. Thoughts? Looking forward to it. It is ideal right now to stream for Europe. You're right. This time is a good time. I've been doing movie streams on my Patreon on Discord. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll think about that. Watch streams at work? Surely not. Yeah, some people do, you know. I have a friend that he's a security guard and he has night shifts, and most of the night it's very quiet, so it's just him, you know, binging TV shows and watching streams most of the night. I am not sure what's happening right now, so I might have to stop the stream. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this stream, but I have no idea what's going on right now, but I'm going to go figure it out. Peace out, everyone, and I apologize for this stream being so short. Have you seen The Wrath of Becky? No, but I want to. The first Becky was pretty damn good.